Good morning. Ads are gonna be over in 20 seconds, so you know. How are we today? It's Wednesday. I almost had to check what day it was again. It'd be like the fifth time today. I don't know. I don't know what day it is ever at any point in time. We're building today. Um, right? What does my schedule say we're doing? Don't judge me. Yes, we're building. I'm having a day, y'all. I'm just having a day. Um, Well, I mean, I suppose I can see where you get that. Wasn't the intent. It was. I'm feeling really lazy, and I'm losing a lot more hair than I was. It's my middle part is getting. You can't see it, but you can see there's some spots that are getting a little thinner, and this hides that pretty well. See, gone. Now nobody knows. That's all. I'm not. I mean, it is what it is. I've been telling you guys since the beginning that my hair was gonna get real thin. I'm not like ashamed of it. It is what it is. If it all falls out, I'm just shaving my head. It wouldn't be the first time. Might be the last though. That might be the last time I shave my head. You know? You never know. But yeah, that's all it is. I didn't feel like putting the wig on today. I'm hot, but like I like the hat, you know? But we're gonna do building today. We are working on our shotgun houses in Willow Creek. My eyes are watering so bad. It's always the left one. I was on TikTok because I live there, and somebody said they put Aquaphor on the corner of their eye that waters, and it stops that from like being an issue. I might try that, because I take all of my beauty and fashion advice from strangers online. It just seems like the thing to do. But yeah, we are building today. Tomorrow is if Tommy Rachel is up to it. I'm not, she's got some stuff going on too, right? If she's feeling like it, we're gonna do some closed ranked duos tomorrow, and then Friday is Mass Effect. So this week is just like all over the place. It is what it is. What? What do you need? I know what he wants. What do you need? Oh, got caught. You're not supposed to be on my desk. I'm not rewarding this behavior. You jumped up here and you know better. You're not supposed to do that. As I like move things out of the way so he has room. I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones and he's just bonking the shit out of the mic. Are you gonna eat my headphones? Cause that's not cool. I've got things to do, good sir. They don't involve. You are real cute though. If you want to be, you are real cute. What are we doing? You can't be up here. Y'all hear that? He said they can't hear me anymore. He turned the mic right off. No, you're trying to eat my headphones. No. Mr. Quiv left the house earlier, and I don't know when he'll be back. Okay. You making sweet, sweet love to the mic is. Thank you. Oh my god. You are hairy, good sir. He's losing as much hair as I am, apparently. It's because the weather is changing. He loves chewing on like these like cables and stuff. That's why like at night if we're not up here, all of our office doors are shut because like my string lights that are in the basement, my curtain light things, him and Arthas took turns chewing through the bottom of those. How they didn't get electrocuted, I will never understand. But they have chewed through the Google Home cables. They chew through my headphone cables, and it's just the boys. It is just those two. The girls don't touch it. I don't know what it is about the boys, but they love chewing on wires. So, oh my goodness, there I am. I'm gonna figure it out. I stream every day, but you would think I don't know how to stream. This is my first day, bro. We're just having a day. I've got the windows open, so they're finding different rays of sunlight to lay in. I'm not. It's rough. It's rough for no reason today. I don't know that I love the way this house looks. I kind of wanted this to be something. POS strummer. That's what we are today. Um, I I don't want to stereotype or pigeonhole um what I feel like people in these houses, what the inside of their houses would look like, right? Because they could be very nice houses. But in my head, this house is nicer than it should be. And maybe that's just me. I like it. I think the house is really nice. But is it too nice? Because this is supposed to be a lower income neighborhood. But like you could these are beat up. Maybe they thrifted these. And this definitely from IKEA. All right. Although IKEA can be not cheap. Um so I don't know. That's where I'm stuck. I also don't know if I like the darker colors. I kind of want it to be a little brighter, so I'm torn. I just don't know. You know? Yeah, it could definitely be not cheap. But all their shit is cheap. Like the things you buy from there are cheap, but the prices are not. I had cat fur on my lip. Don't mind me. These doors come in black, so we could just do this. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, so like maybe the person who moved in here, I had it in my head like they're a lawyer, they're just starting out in their career. I'm gonna say that this is a younger individual and they've thrifted a lot of their stuff. They've been gifted things, you know. So Mr. Cliff is so funny. I'm looking for a cabinet essentially to put in the corner of this room that you guys will never see unless, you know, right? They wouldn't exist. But because I've moved all of my crafting stuff up here, like my closet currently holds my sewing machine, which is why this table is here right now because I'm working on a shirt. But I want something over there to put my yarn in and my fabric in that the cats can't get into because yarn and thread, when eaten by a cat, can be deadly. You know, just slightly deadly. So I'm just trying to find a way to do that so it's all in here, but it's all in here safely. And he's like, he went to the restore this morning, to get some cabinets for downstairs, and he's now on the hunt for a cabinet to fit in that corner because we have like slanted. You can't see them really ever in here, but my ceiling is slanted. I'm in the attic space, so the ceiling is like slanted into the walls. So it's only like 5 feet maybe of flat wall there. So finding a thing that fits will be fun. Yeah, I've got some stuff from IKEA that I like. I'm not mad at it. It's just from IKEA. I mean, my grandma, they still have this kitchen. My grandma passed away 2 years ago, and I got it for them 10 or 15 years ago. They have like a whole microwave section. It was actually for a second oven, but we just turned it into the coffee bar slash microwave cart. It's really nice, and like a bunch of pantry things and some like a TV cabinet thing. I bought all of that for them when I was staying there for grandma, and I'm pretty sure they still use it. And it's been like 10 or 15 years since I bought it. So, I mean, I don't live there anymore. I've lived up here for 12 years. How long have I lived here? I don't remember. I want to say I moved up here in 2013. I'm thinking I've lived up here for 12 years. I'm turning this into an office. That I know. I don't think this person has kids, and that's okay. They're young. They're just starting their career. They got plenty of time to have kids. I like this because this also gives like IKEA vibes to me. I want it to look Ooh, this is IKEA. But I also want it to be like a nice desk. Like maybe it was gifted to them. Oh, let me turn off my custom content. Don't mind me. Also, if you are playing with businesses and hobbies, and you are doing anything where you're selling food, I have a little playthrough that I'm doing. I have a sim named Starly, and it's she's doing a food restaurant type thing, and it's Starly Slices, so she can only sell things the rules you impose on yourself as a simmer. So you can only sell things that could sell by the slice. So pizza, pies, cake. When I tell you you can make a blueberry pie for 40 simoleons and sell that son of a bitch whole for 160, that's how we make our money. Just selling pies. Chocolate pie, it's 200 plus simoleons. I think it's strawberry pie or raspberry pie. I don't remember which one it is. It's level 4 cooking. That also sells for like 200 plus simoleons for the whole thing. Start selling pies, people. That's all I'm saying. Start selling pies. We also sell pizza. Pizza and pies. I was like, oh, well, we'll just do, because I was playing around. I was like, we should just do anything by the slice. So I was doing just pizzas. They don't sell for a lot. And I threw a pie in there and I was like, this is it. This is the answer. This is the way to do it. I kind of want this because I like the quill on top. Does it come in like a wood tone? It does. That's a nice desk. I think that's what I'm going with. And I want them to have 2 monitors. Okay, wall. Listen, normally I'm cool with building walls up, but like these are smaller than usual spaces. I don't need it to be fancy. The lavender is nice though. I just want like a 2 monitor setup that isn't crazy looking. And we have this option. We have this option. That's what we have. Oh no, we have this one from high school years. Let's see what that looks like real quick. I totally missed it. There you go. No, just creativity. Don't ask for much. I just noticed that they're using a phone as their webcam. I can't say shit. I use the phone as my webcam starting out too. I still have it. No, I don't. We turned it. No, I still have it. We were going to trade it in, but we didn't. I think I just want this one. You know? Hello, Karen. How are you? Good morning. I'll do that. I suppose that's what I'll do. All right. And then bookcases. I know we have bookcases from Life and Death. I would like it to be like they're going to have a lot of books. Like if you're in a profession where you have to deal with other people in an interpersonal level, you're going to have a lot of books. Lawyer, doctor, nurse, teacher. No, that's fair. I don't do, y'all know, I'm not doing a lot of gameplay. So, like, of the build by stuff, I think her kit is good, but for me, it's also very specific, and I don't have the specificity in this build to use it. I'm sure I will, though. I'm dying. My allergies are kicking up. I need to start taking allergy medicine. I want, like, this. But I want it to like, but it's not gonna fit the way I want it because I want like this. I want this vibe in here with the desk in the middle. So I might need a smaller desk. But I don't know that I want a smaller desk. Oh man.
Hello.
Hello, Robbie. Yeah, none of these are gonna fit the way I want them to. Ooh, that's a fancy desk. I like this one. So maybe we do the bookshelves over here. Oh, just kidding. I know what bookshelves I want to use. Just that quickly, I changed my mind. I forget my redeems everywhere. If I redeemed like I should, I would have so many daily crowns from Cutie and matchas from Amaryllis, and I don't even remember what Sarius's are, if I'm being 100% honest, but I'd have all of those too. I do. I just come in there. I don't say nothing because I don't want the shout out. I just come in there and I just chill. Unless something exciting has happened. Yeah, the boops. Unless, yeah, boop, the snoot. I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot. But I just don't want to, I don't want to be perceived. So I just hide in the corner where nobody can perceive me. That's what I be doing. I want this one here. And then this one here. Oh, you son of a bitch. Change of plans. We're gonna put the bookcases over here. Why am I hungry? I shouldn't be. I don't feel like I should be hungry. Maybe I should be. Do we have a like this bookshelf could work here in the middle, but I don't think the colors are gonna be right. Like we have this one, but it's still it's kind of a red undertone. It's a little too rich in the undertone. I like the wood tones on these. I could do a reddy undertone. I could. I kind of want just a regular old brown bookshelf. Bookshelf. We could do a potted plant in the middle. I'm not knocking that down. I'm just trying to see if I have any other. Like, I wish that Crystal Creations, because I am a needy bitch, gave us a shelf like this that we could have popped in the middle that matched the wood tones and the wood grain. So I could have a full wall. But again, it's just because I'm needy. I could use these awful bookcases from Businesses and Hobbies. If you love these bookcases, don't let me deter you. It's probably going to be a potted plant. Maybe a mirror behind it. How do you pronounce the word mirror? Now that I'm going to make you all think about it, you're all going to think that you say it funny. I did do that on purpose, just so you know. Somebody did that to me the other day. Because I make fun of the way my kid says it, because she says it like my memers. They don't say mirror. They call it a mirror. It's a mirror. But it's like crayon. If you just say it and you don't think about it, that's how you say it. But the moment you start thinking about how do I pronounce the word mirror or crayon or pecan or, you know, then you're just like, am I saying that correctly? And then it doesn't sound like a word anymore. Mirror. I used to say that to my kid all the time, but that's because I was lazy and didn't want to say come here. I would just message her M-E-R-E. Mirror. She knew what it meant. Living in the same house, but I would text her to come downstairs because I wasn't going to walk to the stairs to yell up them. Because again, I wasn't going to go all the way upstairs. That was a little too not right. This is it. Actually, something like that could be nice in here. A wall plant? Like we just don't have a lot of wall plants inside the house that look good other than the hanging one. Don't love it though. I'm a little tired today. I don't know if y'all could tell. I'm a little tired today. But I'm slightly tired. And I didn't even do anything crazy last night. I went out with Mr. Quiv so he could drop some stuff off that he had to ship back. And then we went and got hot dogs. Yes. There's a place I'm gonna let you know if you are in the Minnesota, Wisconsin area and you can get to La Crosse in a reasonable amount of time. There's a place in Onalaska called Gino Chicago Dogs. They're so fucking good. So that's where we went last night. He always gets the double depression dog. Because I can't eat anything but the hot dog. Because obviously it comes in a bun and there's a bunch of toppings. They top it with like the fries there though. The fries there are the best fries. Think of fair food fries. You know, like the good hand cut, like, I don't know if you know, have like a Penn Station fries or similar. Does it open Friday? I was wondering. I saw they were getting ready and they were hiring, but I don't go to Rudy's very often, but thanks. I think the person that got me this hat's cute. But yeah, they're so good. I don't know how, other than like, I know there's a few people here in Minnesota, but like, I don't know how close you are to that, so. I'm just trying to find something to put in between these two shelves for a lawyer's office. I like the thought of this. I actually really like the thought of that. Please hold. But it's like, is that gonna get enough sun? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Let's just give it a little scoop. Not that much of a scoop, just a little scoop. Are you ready to get absolutely obliterated tomorrow? That's my new favorite word. I don't know if you could tell. Because we're going to get absolutely obliterated tomorrow. If you're not feeling it, they'll holler. That's fair. I'm there way more than I should be. I keep telling him when we go, because like we go to La Crosse because we think it's closer. It's not. There's a couple of cities that are closer. I keep telling them we need to stay in Minnesota because like Minnesota doesn't have sales tax on clothes. And I'm at that point, well, we both are at that point where we need to start purchasing clothes that fit. You know, I feel that. I feel that. And that's valid. If not, like I said, if you're not up to it, we are just going to do some more of this tomorrow. So I'm chill either way. There's zero pressure. I mean, shit, I could play tomorrow anyway and just do community games. See how many times I have to solo queue before you guys save me from that? Because I only solo queue on stream. That's it. Outside of stream, I refuse. I'll do creatives. My nose is like faucet running today. It's fantastic. I want to use this chair because it goes with the desk. But like, I kind of want to use like this chair. And if I use that chair, I can swap these over to this reddy color. Red seems to be welcome back. A good kind of pull through color in this house. Oh my god. I was doing something earlier today. I don't even remember what I was doing. Making my coffee or something. I don't know. Bear in mind, I eat breakfast. I get ready for the day. Whoa, have you met me? Between the two of us, we might make one whole player. You should always take your meds. Adjustment periods suck. I'm saying this is somebody who like also is on some really shitty medications. But they're necessary. Your doctor wouldn't prescribe them if they didn't think you needed them. And you might be able to talk to your doctor about how you take them in some cases. Like I'm on that hydroxychloroquine and I'm supposed to take 2 of them a day, but I can't take them at the same time because they make me sick. So I take 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, but I had to call and verify I was okay to do that because, you know, sometimes when like you split the medications up like that, it's not as effective, but they're like, no, that's fine. That will be fine. All of my medicine makes me sick, which is fantastic as somebody who, you know, deals with nausea on the regular. It's fine. I think what's throwing me about this house, if we're being 100%, no, I feel that it does feel high. I'm on Buspirone, which is anxiety and depression. It's like a dual. I'm just gonna tell y'all all my stuff. It's a dual medication, and they took me from 2.5 to 5. Like I'm on a very low dose, and they're telling me they may have to put me at a 10, and that feels like a crazy high jump. But like, I'm also, listen, do what I say, not as I do, okay? Because they always ask how I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm fine, and I probably should be up. I just don't want to. I think I want lighter floors in here. I think that's what it is. See, he's also on that, Mr. Quiv, and he doesn't have that issue. Like, he gets to the point where he doesn't feel like eating. And I'm like, you gotta eat something. Don't eat a lot, but you gotta eat something. Yeah. Listen, I can't not be fine. I don't know how else to say it. And I'm sure y'all feel me. If you give yourself the opportunity to be not fine, sometimes that is not the right move sometimes, okay? Okay? I can be not fine another time. Right now, I'm fine. I like this, but not for this house. Yeah, I think like they told me when I first started taking these multivitamins to take them at night because of the nausea with my other meds, but that's it. That's it, Rachel. But I can take them in the morning now, and I'm only nauseous for like 10 or 15 minutes after I take them. But I know that that's gonna happen, so like I'm ready for it. I love this green. Can we do green? It is my favorite, but I'm afraid it's gonna lean too Christmassy if I do green. Oh, let me actually put this in here too, where it should be. No, absolutely. You can do what you gotta do. Like, it is adjusting to anything. I think if you need to take a step back from whatever you're doing, you should. Listen, my doctor tried that one time. One time, I made a joke about it, and she was like, this really isn't a laughing matter. And I looked at her, I said, if we're not laughing about this, I'm gonna go. Sorry, I got distracted by an offline conversation. Imagine, imagine. Listen, all I have is dark humor. You're not gonna take that from me, all right? Let me have it. As a therapist, well, I guess yours was a doctor. They should understand that that's how we cope. Just let me have it. Y'all, listen, these wallpapers are slowly taking over my life, but hear me out. Hear me out. If we put this here, I know we just did these in a build. I know we just did this wallpaper in a build, but it's so friggin' cute. It's so good. That's my favorite thing they've given me in any pack is this fucking wallpaper. This one's cute and whatever. This would be really cute in the bathroom, I think. But like trying to keep these budget conscious, I'm not gonna say budget friendly. What I would want to do is put these in here and then grab the paneling from Snowy Escape and put it around the bottom, and that's not really something we can do. So give me this. Let me just put this here. I am redesigning, so but that's good. Sometimes like they've tried to get me. I have done therapy multiple times, and they tried to get me in. They got me into another therapist recently that I am no longer seeing. Not because they weren't a nice person. They were fantastic, but they said, and I quote, "You are too self-aware for me to be able to give you any valuable advice." And I was like, "All right." Yeah, I already like because I've done this multiple times. I know what my issue is. I know the advice you're gonna give me. I know what I should and shouldn't be doing. Uh, I'm just too self-aware. When you can out therapy your therapist, um, you know, maybe you've done it a few times. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never said that. Never once have I said, "Can I do this?" That really brings down the kitchen quite a bit. I want checker floors. I want like checkered floors. And we have the ones like these ones. But don't we have another one? Somebody please help me. Don't we have a base game checkered floor? I can't ever find it anymore. I don't know where it is. It's just a black and white floor. Yeah, that's always the shittiest part because you feel like you're finally making progress. This one. Is this too fancy? I can make I can make a lot of floors a lot of ways, but I try not to be spending all my time on floors. Well, you have a good night, Kayrid. Sleep sweet. Get some rest. some sleeping. I can do this one. I don't want that though. I think I'm gonna brighten the floors in there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then in here, I'm just gonna take this wallpaper across for now. For now, we'll come back to wallpaper. This stays. I like this. That's all I have. Anyway, back to what I was actually supposed to be doing, which is this office space. Imagine that. 100% get distracted. Every opportunity I get. Every chance. I feel like we need a lamp in this corner. Can I just do this way, please? Lighting, floor lamps. I don't know why I always... No, that's valid. Absolutely, call out. If you're sick, I would prefer... As somebody who has worked with people who think it's okay to come in sick, if you're sick, I would prefer you stay home, please. Thank you. You keep that plague bullshit away from me. I don't want it. I'm looking for a light that feels like maybe it's been thrifted, but is still kind of cool and fun. Every day. I mean, technically I did on Tuesday. But not because I didn't want to deal with y'all. I was having a rough day. I wish you success, man. This lamp. Wow, this lamp is a possibility. Sometimes I say things, and I realize just that word comes out in the worst country accent you've ever heard in your life. Not that, like, I have any shame in my country accent. It is what it is. I've just done a really good job at, like, minimizing it here because I want to make sure that nobody has any question as to what I'm saying. Because that can happen sometimes. It sure can. But every once in a while, a word will just pop out of my mouth and I'm like, yeah, that's a sentence. I'm going to use this. These are from two different packs. This is from Crystal Creations. This is from Life and Death. But they did a pretty good job there, you know? Okay, that's cool. I wasn't trying to show them anything, well, it's fine. They did a pretty decent job there. I can accept that. All right, let me look at wall stuff. We need, like, a cork board maybe because, you know, pinning up stuff. We need a calendar. We need stuff. We need stuff. I need to confirm my eye appointment on this one. I'm gonna have to start taking my allergy medicine. If you've never been here before and you're just tuning in, you're probably like, this bitch is a hot mess. Stifling. Her eyes are watering. She's over here having a rough day. No, it's just allergies. It's just allergies. Because I live in Minnesota and it thaws and freezes and thaws and freezes and nobody knows what's happening. When does spring actually start? Should I actually start taking my medicine or is it gonna be frozen again? Because currently it's like 40 degrees outside. But Friday, it's going to be like 75 degrees outside. So, like, I think maybe we should start taking our allergy medicine. I think we are officially at that point where it is what it is. And most people would be like, Quiv, it is March, almost April. You should definitely be getting ready for spring. Except, allow me to counter. A couple of years ago in April, we got a foot of snow. So up here, that's not always the case, all right? That's probably like 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, I just have like the runniest nose right now, and my eyes are just watered. Specifically, my left one. My left one is always the weepy one. But you know, hey, I didn't complain about snow per se, just weather. It's really the allergies I'm complaining about. See, I never really get a lot of stuff in my chest. Mine is always head. Mods have discretion here. I don't care. I could be talking about the weather being beautiful outside, and you guys could be like, she's complaining about the weather. I'm like, yeah, fair, fair. there's this, which is like a nice thing, but it is like 400 simoleons, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. Listen, sometimes we just like to share. All right, as somebody who lives in a state that gets snow, although recently not a lot of, sometimes we just like to remind people that snow exists outside of these states. Now mine is always like right here. It's my nose, it's my eyes, and then I'll get like a little bit of a headache. But outside of that, I'm fine. I don't normally get like a sore throat. I do think allergies are starting back up pretty bad for me because I'm starting to get hives again. Love that. I'm gonna ask my doctor for an allergy test. If I disappear for a few days, it's because I decided to have an allergy test done and the results were problematic. Where is this cork board? That's all I'm looking for. I feel like I'm in the right area, but you know. Yeah, mine is about to flip the opposite. It is like it's supposed to be like 48 or something today, and by Friday it's supposed to be like 75. So when you guys show up Friday and I'm in a tank top with the windows open and the neighbors hear me yelling about anything going on in Mass Effect, that's what it is. That's what it is. Here we go. Here's a cork board. That's not the cork board I want. I want the blank cork board.
My glasses! I can't see without my glasses!
That's not necessarily the cork. I want the base game one. Just a little brown one. Or the pastel pop one. I think the pastel pop one would be cute. What if I just type in cork? Okay, this will show me. There's this one. This is the one I was looking for. Pastel pop has one. It's a kid. Nope. Why are you like this game? Am I? That's wild that I just had to do all of that. Okay. And then we have Comfy Gamer also has one. My eye is just.
And the best part of this plan is, no one can stop
Do I
me.
remember what that's for? No, okay. That's not for anything. I was like, am I about to... This is like not the right... That's a pegboard. I needed the cork board, so I think I'm going to stick with this one. We'll put this here. And then... maybe some books could be cute, possibly. Put this here. It doesn't want to sit up on this type.
Hello.
And that's what I need. That's what I need. I changed it and as soon as I saw it, man. Yelling at me for no reason. When gameplay, so my Sims can't die. This is so big, and I like the organizer here, but I would like it to be smaller. Let me give her a little plant. I don't know what little plant I'm gonna give her. Let me get out of here. Let me just go back here. Let me find clutter. She needs stuff like this. That's the kind of things we need. Oh, Mari, how are you? My left eye is just watering so bad for no reason. It's making me angry. We're just not going to use a can today. I'm just going to turn it off so I can suffer over here without having to worry about it. We're not allowed to bully people in my chat. Bullying isn't allowed. I'm gonna get this. Like that's from like college days, you know? Very nice. I just got a 1 star on my slices restaurant thing. Although I'm selling them whole, they're not being sold by the slice. I might pop this on the floor. Filing cabinets. That's what we need. Some filing cabinets. Filing cabinets are expensive, by the way. If you need one, just get one from like the thrift store. Or if you have a Habitat for Humanity restore near you, I would suggest you getting one there because they're always cheaper there. That's not what I'm wanting.
One eternity later.
Listen, I'm looking at how cute my cat is. Don't come for me. You can't see her. And I would move, she's laying on this. And I would move it, but it's Isla. And Isla rules this household. But she's sleeping. She's a sleeping little baby, and I can't wake her up. You know? That's rude. Nice. That's actually pretty smart. I have 2 employees in my shop, so I just make the stuff while they run it and put it in the little shop thing, the refrigerator thing for them to sell while I make them. The only downside is I do have pizza ovens in the actual shop, and the employees constantly use them, and the amount of fires that have happened, and I'm not gonna change it. I'm not taking them away. I'm not taking them away. I'm just gonna complain about the fact that there's fires all the time. That's all. My eyesight's a little better than you guys give me credit for. I do still have small voice for a couple of minutes though. This could maybe work in here. Maybe. I thought we had more stuff like this. Maybe in debug. Maybe it's in debug. I don't know. I mean, you can work in it. I run the shop. I'm friendly to customers. I welcome them all to the business. I do all of that. I run my shop. I run a tight shop. That's what I be doing. Oh, isn't there a business card holder thing too? I don't remember what that's from. I look for it like every time I do a desk, and I should just favorite it with Better Build Buy. I should, but I won't. I won't. It's not gonna happen. That's fair. I hired 2 people, but I do consistently make about 2,000 every time I open it because I'm selling pie. I just sell the pie. Oh, here's one. Where is the card? The thing is, it's probably not even in this section of stuff. Give me this. It's probably in this section of stuff. Because they have classified clutter as 2 different things, clutter and miscellaneous. But all of the clutter is also in the miscellaneous category. I swear it is. So I don't know why. There's another little stack of papers. There's another little stack of papers. I don't know what kind of lawyer she is. I don't know who she's working for. But am I gonna remember? I was gonna call them flashlights. That's not what they are. Light switches in this build. That's the question. Probably not. I don't remember light switches in any of my builds. What is this? Oh, a promposals. I don't have debug on. Why is that a thing? Okay. Those are cute. Those would be cute with the seasons like thing that goes on the table. We could do these in here instead of filing cabinets. I think those are cute. And if we put like them over here, maybe we change the color to. Oh yeah. Oh. Always is. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. It's my favorite coffee from my favorite coffee shop. Not the tattoo part. I mean, you are probably the only person. You and the kid. What was your problem with the tattoo shop? There's not any. There's nothing good here. None of this is what I want. Okay. Thank you. Because I had a tattoo shop, and like as I was watching Deligracy do her little gameplay thing, right? And she wasn't having that issue. And so I was like, oh, I will just put my tattoo shop upstairs. She wasn't having an issue. Cool, cool, cool. Same thing happened. And I was like, how come it worked there for her? But yeah, I don't know. I was having the same issue. I had to move it like downstairs next door to the other shop that my other sim was running. Yes, I have several different shops happening right now with several different sims, okay? I ain't ashamed of it. It is what it is. Maybe we make this coffee smell so good, y'all. You don't understand. You do not understand. I would share the name of the location, but I can't do that. Let me look up file cabinet. There we go. I offer people the tattoos. I just like offer them to them. And then we can do this one. That's not the color I chose. I'm gonna swap those two around, and then we can do this. This can go here. Maybe we don't need this. I just like the idea of it. I watched him too. He's figured that out too. It was a pedestal issue. Although the one that he put in the main floor was fine. I watch him and Deligracy. I like both of them quite a bit. I like seeing their build styles a lot because they build so differently than me. So I kind of want this like here. Yeah, I really like them. And like I'm not telling anybody who they should and shouldn't watch, right? Like they are just two people that I enjoy. I enjoy them more than some of the other bigger simmers. Not that the other bigger simmers are not enjoyable. I think what it is with like James Turner specifically is so, how do I say this in a way? He has the best and the worst dad jokes. That like he just tickles my fancy sometimes, you know? I think you would do fantastic at making the tattoos. I don't have the artistry to draw a tattoo. So I just don't. I will download them from the gallery. Thank you. I think that's a good desk. I mean, I don't know that they need the mic, but I think that's a solid desk, you know? It's gonna be so hot. It's gonna be so hot. But it's so good. It brings me joy. I need something here. I want to give Sims the shittiest tattoos. They placed it in the trailer, you can see it. That ugly horse tattoo on the back, I want to give that to a Sim so bad. That's what all of my tattoos would look like. I had dreams of being a tattoo artist when I was younger, to the point where I worked in a tattoo shop, and then I realized I don't have the skills for this. So that's when I started doing the piercing, and I just don't work there anymore because for me the pay wasn't worth going because I was just getting paid hourly instead of I was new, I was training, you know? I shouldn't be getting paid at all apparently, but I was. But it was quite the distance. It was like an hour and a half one way. I'm looking for a picture for the wall. Something that says I'm a lawyer. It could be that one picture from Love Struck. I'm actually really surprised he came in here. I was just thinking about that. He's always like, is the camera on? He won't come in here if the camera's on. This is not the picture I'm thinking of. No. This says I'm a lawyer. We'll put this over here. This says I went to school. I have some prestigious degrees. You know? I went to school and have 0 prestigious degrees. It's okay. I did it to myself. Where's the one I'm thinking of? It's no way that is this expensive. So I'm saying I do this to myself. This, in my opinion, should be debug. Ain't nobody gonna use that. Who's using that? If you're using that, let me know. Because I want to know why you have Shrine to Grim in your house. I'm just curious. Because that's all it is. I do like this painting situation. I might pop this out here. That might be one of my favorite pieces from... Hello, Ava. You guys can't see. She is just off. Miss Isla Jean is just off screen. I could touch her without moving right now. You might catch an ear occasionally in like the foreground. Anyway, back to what I'm doing. I'm obsessed with my cats. Don't come for me. I love them. This is what I was thinking. I don't know why this says like lawyer-y picture to me, but it does. And I don't think that's the point of it. Now I can't do it. I've talked myself out of it just that quick. We'll do another one of these. We'll do 2 of those. I need to find a calendar. Is that in wall art or is that in here? Is it wall art or wall decorations? And maybe I get into debug. Maybe we get into the debug of it all. There's this. I'm gonna size that down a little bit so I can like maybe put that here. I want it like here, but I don't know if that's too small. I think that's fine. Because there's also this one with honors. Because this one does not have honors. I think she was an honors student. I wasn't. Shit. I may as well not have been a student. If we're being real. I was an asshole. Hello? I wanted this one. I like this, but it has the face. It has the face. Hello, Rune. How are you? But, like, I like it. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. I like it better than the, one from Dine Out. these. First of all, I have to change this to this color. What if I do this and not this? If we like do 2 of these and then we move this here. I'm gonna swap these around. Please hold. There we go. There we go. Ads are gonna start in about a minute. If you're hanging out and you're not sub, just a heads up. We are gonna throw some Gartic on. The ads will, or the link will be up in chat momentarily. And that's it. Use the restroom. They're 3 minutes long. Use the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink, get you some food, walk it out. Nobody wants a blood clot. You should be moving every 2 hours. Take your meds if you haven't. All of that stuff. It's important. muting myself though because I'm having lunch. I'm just looking for a calendar. It could very well not be here. It may be under the pictures category. Which, like, in my head doesn't make sense because to me, that's a wall decoration, not a picture. But I could be wrong. I could have just missed it in wall decorations. Always a distinct and real probability with me. Missing something and whatnot. Because there's like 2 calendars. There's the one with the dogs on it. That is not that one. This one. Sims in uniform. There's a police officer, a firefighter. We're taking this guy. I'm pretty sure he's a firefighter. All right, I'm gonna put this one here. See, it almost works. It almost works. We'll have to move it up a little bit. Just like the teeniest amount, though. That works for me. Also, please, that's just where I want you. Stay over there. Although over there, you guys can't really see it because it's behind my head. Maybe it should be right. We'll put it right. I don't know how many like of you guys use Tool or would want to see what I'm doing, but if you do, you know? And then in Debug, in Parenthood, we have these bad boys. Why are you? All right, hold on. And if you hold it down with Alt, you don't have to use Tool to place these at all. You just Alt place them. They can be a little finicky, as you just saw. They can be, okay, now you want to disappear. Now you want to disappear. They can be a little finicky. But I think they're really cute to use here on these dartboards. I like to use them on refrigerators too. I'll put that there. And they have other swatches. So like this one has this yellow one, and it also has this like one that disappeared for no reason. There we go. It also has like this one. All of them have different swatches. So you've got this one. They're just in debug. You just gotta find them. That's the hardest part. There we go. That works for me. Sorry, I'm mid preparing food. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry I went quiet, but I'm not sorry I'm mid preparing food. Okay. I think this is a good little office. It's a good little starting place. She needs a curtain. It does not have to be from Parenthood. We have these, like these. Nope, not these. These. Still not what I want. These. Like these blind situation that I like. Because like finding curtains for this wall height can be a little tricky sometimes. Like we have these. But that's not the vibe here, in my opinion. I'm really looking here. I'm not having a lot of success. There's not a lot of options. Like, obviously we have this. But, like, that looks silly as a single, like... Same with this. So does this. I know that one's really long. But, like, I just wanted a cute little curtain to hang here. This could be okay. I was gonna say, I think they have this in, like, a plain... I think that's what we're gonna use for curtains. And I'm gonna use that throughout. It just makes sense to do it that way. Most of the curtains in my house match. I don't know if that's, like, unusual. The only ones that don't match are the ones in this room because they are white. Every other curtain in my house is, like, a darker color. But they're all from, like, the same manufacturer. The same brand. Enjoy your liquor fresh. I kind of want a hall table here, too. Like, one of these. Is that too much for this hallway? Move that up. I just want a little... I don't know what I need a little hall table for in this particular house. But I feel like they would have one. I think I just... Maybe a runner. Maybe we do a runner rug. I never really use them because I never know, like, when they should start and stop. Like, we have the ones from vampires and from, spellcasters. What is that? Is that what it's called? Spellcasters? Look, I'm looking. Realm of Magic. My bad. Realm of Magic. Where you can piece together how long you want it. I personally like this one. But, like... I would have to, like, do this. I'm sorry about that. That was a little crazy. And I don't like the way that looks. Arthas. Isla, knock it off. He wasn't doing anything. That was uncalled for. Bless you, Ava. My goodness. I have 3 cats in here because they smell salami and cheese. They're not in here for me. Again, my cats never want me. They just want the food associated with me. We have this. Good sir. We are not throwing a temper tantrum. Get off my chair. Oh, this one's a really pretty rug. But again, like, do you leave a space like that? I have a singular hallway in my house. No, you're not getting anything from me until I'm done eating. When I'm done eating, maybe I will let you come say hi. But not when I have food in front of me, because that's what you're going to do is take my food. You can squinty eye me all you want. It's not happening. I'm like, we have the ones from vampires and the ones from Realm of Magic. Guess what I can't fucking locate right now? The ones from vampires or the ones from Realm of Magic? He jumped up on me anyway. I just want you all to know. I told him no. I'm literally still eating. Little shit. Anybody want a cat? He's real cute. But he's also the biggest pain in the ass you'll ever have. Where the fuck are these rugs at, though? There they are. There's one of them. Where's the ones from Realm of Magic? I don't necessarily like these because I don't like the pattern on them. He's real cute. You sure, Sarah? You don't want to add a little chaos to your chaos? Am I tripping? Does Realm of Magic not also have? I'm gonna kick you off of my chair, sir. No, no, I'm eating. Now, does Realm of Magic not have them? Because now I feel like I've gaslit myself. They do. I don't like these ones either. Again, mainly because of the pattern. I just had to prove to myself they exist. I don't ever put carpet. Enjoy your look, Amari. I don't ever put carpet in these rooms. Which is crazy because I currently am in a room. Well, I'm sitting on a rug. It's not necessarily carpet. But I feel like carpet under a computer chair feels silly. But like, I'm literally sitting on a rug in my computer room. It's just a real thin rug. I think it'll be okay. I think this room is done. Let's move into this bathroom. They've done some updates in here. Okay, we're gonna do some updates in here. First steps first, because you can't do the second step first, then it's the first step. We gotta find some tile for the walls. And part of me thinks I grab these. And white. See, I think in here it's too much, it's too light. But this kind of matches that grout we got going on the floor. So I'm going to go with that gray. Don't judge me. And I'm just going to put it here. Although, to be fair, you don't really need it for most of these bathtubs. Most of, not all of. A shower surround because they have a shower surround. I'm trying to think of the last time I was in a house that had a tiled bathroom. I'm genuinely, my house grown up. That might actually be the answer. I think once we started using shower surrounds, we stopped using tile in bathrooms. Other than like commercial bathrooms, because like tile bathrooms and commercial bathrooms are nice because you can just hose it down. Like, I even had a shower like this, clawfoot shower tub thing, and it just had regular walls. Also, do you think these are so cute? These are not cute to actually use and shower in. They're aesthetic. They're very aesthetic. But right here is just water. Water comes out all over the wall, all over the floor. It's not cute. And I don't think I did anything wrong. I could have, though. Always a possibility. I always complain we don't have enough shower tub combos in this game. It really does. It is not a fun time. Okay, we'll put that there. I might put this... I mean, it's subtle enough that I don't think it's crazy. And I'm pretty sure that this flooring... Don't go over there causing problems, young man. She's just existing. He might go over there and cause problems. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Doesn't this not have... Oh, I'm using the one with the, like, the grout. Because they have this one. You can see the difference when you place them side by side. Oh my gosh. This really might be like... I might just turn my camera off today. Enjoy your shower. I told you not to cause problems. Showers are the best. All right, our door can't go here if I do this way. If I put this here, though, none of it works. If I just had a shower, it would be fine. But I want a tub. But if she has a dog, you know? I guess I'll move the door over. I suppose... Although I was looking up, like, inspo for some of these interiors just to kind of get an idea. I noticed, and we don't have a lot of them, a lot of houses built in this style have either barn or, like barn doors or pocket doors in them to help save space because you don't have to worry about the doors opening and closing because they just slide in and out of the wall. Because these are really long, narrow houses. And we have some doors like that, but no pocket doors. The only door I think we have like that is Island Living, which, first of all, is a damn shame because barn doors are really pretty. I actually like them. I would never use them because in my house, those cats would be everywhere. I don't want them. Ava is so full of static. If I disappear, it's because she ended me. She electrocuted me. She's so full of static. She's been rolling around on this plastic table, and every time she moves, I can hear the static coming off of her body. That's terrifying. She is in for a rude awakening when she goes to rub up on somebody. Let's use this. I think we're just going to go with this very simple little toilet. I do like this one, but I think we're gonna go just slightly nicer with the John. Oh, we could do this. We'll do the John. That's not the John. This is the John. A mirror. We can do this one. Very basic. Toilet paper, towel, all that jazz. Really? You don't? Okay. That's fine. Why do you want to... Why it wants to slot there? I don't know. I don't like that. Like, it should be slotting back there. Can I see if it's floating? It's not. We're fine. I don't... Okay. And then doesn't this one also come with, like... Oh, I thought it came with, like, a... We'll do that. That is okay. A nice little rug. A nice little hand towel. I think that's it. I want a little shelf situation over the sink, but I don't know that I necessarily want over the sink, over the toilet. But I don't know that I want the tiny living one per se. Where do you put your one of these in your shower? Do you put it on the wall? Do you put it under the shower head? I used to have one that hung in my shower off of my shower head. I'm sure that was spectacular for my shower. I'm sure. But I think that's why I always put mine there. And then over here, we just need like a regular towel situation. Although, yeah, because like we have this, and this is cute. Don't get me wrong. I think this is really cute. But it's like the only thing we have in here. I don't want to build my own shelves. Look, I'm trying to do a save file, but I'm trying to do it as lazily as possible. That's not true. We have put a lot of time into this save file. Is there one that's like, that I can see, please? I'd rather just make my own. If you guys can't get along, I'm kicking you all out of here. That goes for everybody. You hear me, chat? You guys get along just fine. It's fine. But what if we built our own with maybe these, because this is kind of the length I would like. And then I can't do walls down in here because then I get rid of like the wall that I need, unfortunately. Don't move too much here. But we could like tuck this underneath, like the other one had a towel on it. We can do the same kind of situation. Although I don't love any of these towels. I like these, but I feel like these are always way too big. And that feels like they're hand towels. They need to be like that size. So we have to go with a single towel situation like this. But not this. What about you? What do you look like? I could size it down a little bit with the tool mod. That would be fine. I'm just trying to think like you hanging these would also kind of be a pain in the ass, if we're being honest. So we'll put that there. Does it go? Okay, that's fine. We're good. Just do a little white towel out of the shower. All right, I had to break to you guys, but we're getting rid of the camera today. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's driving me nuts. I'm also putting my hair up because I'm hot. And now that you guys can't see me, I can look like a troglodyte. All right. Let's do... I have my camera case thing on so you guys can't see. Just in case. All right, I do want to plant on the shelf. Any old plant will do. There's some good ones, like I love this plant. Maybe we can pop this, but it wants to sit mid. So I'd have to, this is a good one. It's a wall plant. Excuse me, dear game. I'm trying to, we use this in the kitchen, but it's nice to just pop it on a shelf and pretend it's not a wall plant. We could do a hangy plant, maybe. Maybe. This one is pretty tall because we have medium wall height. This is the obvious choice. It's very similar to what we had on the other one. And then we could do maybe a toilet paper roll or two. Some towels. Towels is good. Towels is good. Put that there. And then maybe a little... Where's that other little container? It comes with this, but it's like by itself. This thing is what I'm looking for. We could like, I will do some organizing up here. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. All right. I'm going to place these until I can't anymore. I'm going to get rid of this because they will try and place on top of there. And we're just gonna... I could use tool, but that's not what I'm about to do. Actually, I want this to be moved as well, so I'm going to shift click that. And then we're gonna raise it up with our 9 key and use Alt to place it where we want it. So we're gonna put this one here, and then we're gonna do the same here. Just remember which ones you're placing. That one is going to have to be tooled. There's the other way to do this is not to use tool, is to grab another one of these shelves and line it up. This is, we go over this and then just use Alt to bring it over. Also an option. So I think I'm going to put one there. One there. Getting these off is going to be tricky. And then I'm going to move this right here so I can stack this one here. Look, 0 tool used. And then you come back in here with your little tool, your little deletion thing here, and you get rid of all of these extra things that you don't want. I think that's good. We can actually move this because, like, not a big deal. So, right, just pop that back. And there you go. That was all customly placed, and we didn't use tool to do it. Like, that's something console builders can do pretty easy as well. All right, so we've built our own little shelf situation over here. I'm happy with it. Bedroom. The bedroom in here is a little small. There's a lot of good new plants in businesses and hobbies. But the new wall plant, this little wall plant, is probably the best one we've had in a while. I did that little trick out here, which is why I wasn't going to do it in there. I am going to keep those shelves black. And I think this person would be a little quirky. And they would have a restroom sign on their restroom door. It does. It does. There's no weird shadows on it. It doesn't get funky textures on it. It's good. It's a good plant. Should we put this on here? Are they this type of person? Would they have that on their door? I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Me as a person. You guys think you know me. I don't even think the Betsies know this about me. I think people who have a toilet sign in their residential toilet, I think that shit's funny. I think that shit's so funny. And I don't know why. Maybe the juxtaposition of it, like, yeah, that you're correct. That is your toilet. But you putting a commercial bathroom sign on your toilet always makes me giggle. So, just so you know. Only in a residential home, though. And the sillier the sign, the funnier I'm going to find it. I have the sense of humor of a child. All right? I definitely very childish in my sense of humor. All right, let's find a bed. It doesn't have to be the best bed. That's fair. But, like, sometimes the pantry one is necessary. Sometimes the bathroom one, in people's defense, is also necessary. Especially in, like, a corridor like this. You're like, oh, it's the second door on the right. And people are dyslexic like me, and they think it's this door. I don't know. I have walked into many a wrong room trying to find a bathroom. Like I said, my picture is ocean, or my bathroom is ocean themed. It is themed after I've shown chat before, I found a shower curtain of a cat riding a whale, and that dictated my bathroom. So our towel hooks are whale tails. We have a picture of a seahorse and a sea turtle. It looks like a blueprint. The pictures that I have, they look like the blueprint of a sea turtle, and it tells you all of the fun little facts and bits and pieces about them. I have a whale on my shelf in there. Though it sounds like we may be remodeling our bathroom a little bit. We have 0 storage in our bathroom. Just the shelves under the sink. And we have some shelves in the medicine cabinet. But, like, we can't put, like, our towels for our bathroom are in my closet in my bedroom. Now, that's fair. Listen, sometimes you just need a little comfort when you're pooing. And if you get that, thinking of your mom, that's what it is. She just has to accept it. If she can't love you loving her in the bathroom, I don't know what to tell you. I can't remember, like, a lot of bathroom themes growing up in my houses. Like growing up, we moved a lot. But there did always seem to be a nautical theme in all of our bathrooms, except for the very first house I remember living in. It's the second house we lived in when we moved in with grandma. The bathroom was white with black tile across the very top. The trim tile was black, and the tile underneath that was all like this off faded like hot pink color, like the color of the VIP sign, but like faded. And that was the bathroom. Yeah, that's fair. There were bowls that I wanted that supposedly had gotten broken. So I found the exact same bowls. We call them the mashed potato bowls. So, nope. A lot of that, it is what it is. You do what you need to do. You don't ever apologize for not, you don't ever have to apologize for saying nothing. If you just wanted to come in here and not be perceived, you don't have to. That's fine. I will never, like I said, I don't call people out. I don't know who's here. If you just want to vibe away. But no, hello. I'm sorry that you're dealing with some stuff. That's why I canceled stream on Tuesday. So I understand. Yeah, that is Tuesday. Or was it Tuesday or Monday? Whatever day I canceled stream. It was Monday. It was because like I was in a really shitty headspace and you guys didn't deserve that. So I stepped back. You got to do what you got to do. It's true, but what's good for the goose, not good for my gander. Hello, Magic. How are you? The only magnet my memers had that I wanted, it was the oldest, and it wasn't even like a fancy magnet. It was this little old lady. She had curly, poofy hair because my grandma did have like curly hair when she was younger. And she was holding a rolling pin and it said her name's kitchen. That's what it was. I wanted that magnet so bad, but we lost that in a move years ago, like years and years and years ago. So it sounds like it's time to take a break. Grab a drink, a little beverage, above whatever alcohol level you prefer. Could be zero, could be all, why not? And relax a little bit. I'm having a decaf coffee. And Mr. Quiv got it, so I assure you it's decaf. He doesn't play with that. No, and that's valid. That's 100% valid. There's just like some, I think most people, specifically here in this community, but like in the general cozy games community as a whole, but like my community will never make somebody feel bad for having a shitty mental health day. Like we're all gonna tell you to take care of yourself before you try and take care of anything else. I tell you guys that every day. Be so for real. I'm gonna put the bed here. This is kind of what my room looks like, actually. I hate that when you find something you really like and then you start running out. We have a little coffee place in town and they have a coffee meow. It's just a popular thing that happens like in a lot of coffee places, but whatever coffee they use is my favorite. It's so good. But it's just a coffee, a decaf, the one I get. You can get it regular. With milk, I get oat milk because lactose intolerant. Cinnamon and honey as the sweetener. The honey is the sweetener. Oh my god. It is my favorite. It is my favorite. Every time I'm like we'll be coming home and I'm like, do you think the coffee shop is open? I'm not, and it's a little mom and pop shop, so I don't feel bad going there ever because like the people who own it live above it, kind of mom and pop shop. It really is. It's fantastic. Again, I can't tell you anything else about it because I'll dox myself. But if I could, if I lived in a bigger city, I would tell you the name of the shop. I need surfaces. I need little side tables. I think I want to use the ones, oh, this doesn't have to be the color of the bed. I just knew I wanted to use this bed. But because it's simple. Listen, don't play with me. I love honey. I put it in my yogurt. Actually, I haven't been doing honey recently because uh only because my allergies are really getting me today. I had it on until about 20 minutes ago, but I kept disappearing because like my eyes are watering, my nose is running. That's all. That's good. I've had my protein shake, some Crystal Light iced tea, and then this coffee. Quitting soda is hard. It is so hard. Because typically that means you're giving up on the caffeine too. And that's the kicker. When I was told I had to quit caffeine, I thought, psh. Well, no, like I don't know technically if I'm supposed to have honey yet. You know, with the bariatric journey, like I'm only 3 months out, and I don't know when you're allowed. So I've been using. They said I could have agave, so I've been using agave recently. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm not allowed to have any caffeine. I was hit hard with like yeah, I was told I have a tachycardia and I had to give up caffeine, and that was rough. Listen, I've given up caffeine, I have given up nicotine. The only thing I have not given up is weed. I am back on that. But I take edibles, it's fine. No, and that's 100% it. Maybe just have like maybe buy the little cans. It depends on like how seriously you want to give it up too though. Like if you're only giving it up because you have a can of soda when you want a can of soda. But like if you're like, "Ooh, I really want to try and wean off this and not have soda anymore." Maybe get the little like 8-ounce cans. Listen, I do love me an edible. I haven't had any today, but that doesn't mean I won't. All right? It's at the point now where the weed guy in town, like every time I go in there, every like third or fourth time, he gives me a discount because I'm in there probably twice a week. It's a little ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm only doing 5 milligrams at a time. So it's the one joy in life I have left, and I'm gonna take full advantage. This is cute. Full advantage of it. I'm not gonna lie about it. So. Mr. Quiv gave up. He didn't give up soda. He switched to zero sugar, and he lost a lot of weight when he did that. He heard somebody like talking about soda, and they said, "Why are you drinking your calories? Wouldn't you rather eat them?" And that was like the switch for him. He was like, "That makes sense. I should probably switch to zero sugar soda," and he does, and it's he likes them, so that's fair. I'm not allergic to aspartame. I think I have a sensitivity to it because if I drink too much of it, because I drink a lot of like flavored water packets, it is out on purpose because my nose keeps running and my eyes keep running and I just keep disappearing every 30 seconds to wipe my nose, so I may as well just have it gone. Mine doesn't trigger migraines. It upsets my tummy if I drink too much of it. But see, that's the thing, right? Magic aspartame is garbage, but there's so many. I like the flavored water packets because all I drink is water. So many of them use aspartame as a sweetener that it's hard to get away from it. I have found a few that use like stevia or whatever the other one is, but a lot of them use aspartame. I just grab a flavor I like. I really like the Sonic Ocean Water one and the Cherry Limeade one. Uh, I think if I had, and I'm not saying that I don't have a wide variety of drinks available to me, but because I can't have caffeine and I can't have carbonation right now, my drink options are pretty limited. So I'm not gonna limit my limited options by only grabbing things that don't have the aspartame, but it doesn't affect me so poorly, right? Like I don't get a migraine from it. It's just if I drink too much of it, I feel a little sick. So I'm just gonna continue. Like I drink a lot of Crystal Light. I like the Crystal Light decaf tea. Okay. Yeah, I used to go to the co-op all the time for their local honey. But it's just expensive. It's just so expensive. But I would do a teaspoon of it every day. But I do think, yeah, I do think it's time for me to start my allergy medicine. I'm dying today. And that's like my eyes are, they're not just watering, they're like that itchy watering. Like I just want to close them for a while because they're itchy. Oh, easy peasy. I'll message it to you later. I'll message it to you. I will tell you, I don't know if you've ever made snickerdoodles before. We're talking about snickerdoodles. But the texture was not something I expected. They're kind of almost moussey when you make them. They cook up beautifully. That's what you saw the pictures after I cooked them. But I don't know why. I just didn't expect them to have that texture to them because I'm used to cooking like sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies that have like that hard dough-ish consistency. I'm just looking for side tables and failing spectacularly. Why am I on shelves? That could be part of the problem. I want something that fits next to this. Snowy Escape could be a possibility. They'll turn out fine. They'll turn out great. This feels like island living. This does not feel like Love Struck. I have hiccups. Oh, Lord. Hello? Okay. That one would work. These are too big. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. But I don't want them for here. I want... the ones... I know which ones I want. I want the ones from Snowy Escape. I can't ever find them, though. They're just so cute and so little. They're so little. And they're not these ones. They're like little side tables almost. They look like this. They look just like this. I love when your neighbors are super, super conscious and respect the fact that you have live animals. You know? I'll do these. I'll do these. That was sarcasm for those of you who couldn't tell. That happens a lot over here. I'd be going after my farmers for costs of bees. I am that person though. If bees take a it's passive-ish. We looked at getting bees, but I'm allergic. And I don't think we should be beekeepers if they could kill me, you know? Yeah, that's just disrespectful too. On their part. On their part. Let's do some sort of hangy light. I like a little globe light. I also really like these size down as bedside table lights. I like the way they look. I always change the color to like this or this or this or even this. I don't know what color we're doing in here. No, it wasn't too much to ask. Somebody was just being lazy and selfish and in a rush. I think we're gonna go with this color for now. All right, let me actually pick a bed color. I went with the most neutral bed ever. We all know that this is the bed I want to pick, or this one. All right. But I also like the colors in this one. We saw, not like a bat house, like, I don't know how to describe it. It might be the same thing you're doing, where you just have a little thing that it's like a birdhouse, but it's a little bigger, so bats can get in there if they don't make it back to their little hangout space at night. Yeah, okay. We've looked at those. I don't have any issues with bats. I don't care. Bats are cool. I just, my problem is I start projects like that and I never finish them. I have a half finished raised flower bed in between my garage and my other garage. That is just sitting there. It's been sitting there. We've moved that thing 3 times. Because I keep saying, I'm going to have a garden. I'm going to do a garden. I'm going to do a little herb garden. I'm going to have like a garden with peppers or tomatoes. I have the seeds. I just never do the thing. This is, again, not diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure if I ever ask for it, I will get the ADHD diagnosis because I exhibit every sign that there is. Right? I am a collector of collections. I have 50,000 hobbies that have never been done. I have a whole wood burning kit downstairs in my basement. We bought all of the supplies for it. I was so excited. I never did it. It is still sitting down there. No, for sure, creative. The only time I've ever had bats in my general vicinity is when I'm camping. Because I don't go outside at night. That's where the boogeyman lives. I think I'm going to go with this one. Because then I can go with a little bit of a darker wood, maybe? No. We're starting over in this room. Alright? Let it happen. Don't come for me. Crochet is an experience. I haven't crocheted since my hand started hurting. Was that a year and a half, 2 years ago? I want to try it because my niece wants a jellyfish keychain really bad. So there you go. The two hobbies that I have stuck with. I do take long breaks for them, but like they are something that I do regularly is crochet and sew. This could be, oh no. Oh, this could be okay. It kind of, again, it pulls that red that we've got going in these rooms kind of through here. So I have trouble with tension too. The best thing I've done is I found a tension ring. I don't use it anymore, but they're pretty cheap you can find them on eBay or wherever you do your online shopping. I don't really find them in craft stores. And I use that or I use a yarn bowl. And now I just don't even think about it. But like I'm naturally I naturally sew with a lot of tension or crochet with a lot of tension. Like my stitches are always like super tight. So I have to swatch everything I make because they're like the swatch, this much yarn should give you a 4-inch square. And I do it and it's like 3.5. And I'm like, hey, how are you, colorful vegetarian? I think I've asked you this before. If you have a preferred name. You probably told me. It's probably saved somewhere. But my better Twitch TV doesn't like to work. So, you know. You know. How are you doing? How have you been? I want maybe like this. But I would want it in like a silvery color. But like, I'm fighting right now. Isla did that earlier. She's tuckered herself out and is now sleeping on the table again. When we were on break while I was eating, that's what she was doing. Was running all over the room up here. Just being little psycho pants, you know? Okay. What are we giving up on? You look like you're doing just fine. Oh, okay. I was like, you're doing just fine. Sometimes, you know. See, your littles are still little, so you can't like lock yourself in the room for 20 minutes. That's what I used to do. Except I would walk outside for 20 minutes. She wouldn't allow it out there. I want a simple bed, but this bed is expensive for a simple bed, you know? Like, this isn't the bed I want. That's like the best and the worst day when your kid has to get their vaccines because it's rough. It's rough. Your kid is shouting and hollering. It is the worst day of their life. And then they wear themselves out and you get home and you're like, it's quiet. I have like an hour and a half, 2 hours to just be. And then they wake up and they're fine. They're a little drowsy the rest of the day, but they're fine. Maybe we go with a snowy escape room. Maybe that's the play here because then all my wood tones would match. And we have like this, that's kind of the soft color and I like it. My kid was a terror when it came to shot day. For vaccine day, oh my God. I felt bad for every parent in that waiting room because it was screaming and yelling. There was one time, at one point, there were like 3 or 4 nurses holding her down and like we're leaving and I can just see all of the other moms like trying to tell their kids it's not that bad and my kid is just run. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. See, we used to when the kid was smaller, we lived in an apartment, right? And it had one of the sliding glass doors with a balcony on it. So I would have her watch TV or play in the living room, which was right off of the balcony, and I would go on the balcony. So I could still see her. And if I couldn't see her, then I'd go in the house. But that's how I handled those times. I'm like, I need a minute. You need to stay your little butt inside. Because if you come out these doors right now, there's a chance you're going over the balcony. All right? Little shithead. And then she got to the point where she would tell me, I'm gonna take a bath. Oh, are you? Yeah, I'm gonna take a bath. Okay. So I'd put like kids are trying to be independent. You go in there and I don't need you in here. She'd be like 6. I don't need you. Okay, fine. I'm leaving the door open though, and if you get too quiet, if I don't hear nothing for 30 seconds, we're gonna have a conversation. Because she was always loud in the bath. But there would be times where she'd get real quiet. I'd be like, are you alive? Yeah. What are you doing? Nothing. You have to go check. Because nothing means something. She's dipping the towel in the tub. Like, all right, time to get out. We're done. Nice. I always appreciate when a doctor's office can do that. Cause like sometimes you just don't realize you got kids, man. You got kids. I had one and I was perpetually playing catch up. I was like, what do you mean she doesn't have this vaccine? Now bear in mind, like her parents weren't anti-vaxxers. They just weren't super responsible when it came to things like that. I would take her to more doctor's appointments than they would. But yeah. So like I had to get her enrolled and they were like, oh, she's missing like this, and this vaccine. And I'm like, cool. And then I would go and we'd get to the doctor. Welcome back, Lynn. And the doctor would be like, I don't have any records, so we have to do all of these vaccines. And I'm just like, oh my God, she is going to have a fit. This is not going to be a good day for me. Ads are going to start in about a minute. If you're hanging out and you're not subbed, you might want to turn your volume down. But we're going to throw Gartic up. You're also going to like, nope, that's fair. I wasn't calling anybody out. I was just saying that like in my area, it was common. They weren't, they were just lazy. But Gartic, go take your meds, go for a walk, go take a screen break, step outside, smell the sunshine. Yes, I did say smell the sunshine.
Went to the fridge to get a
Hello,
snack
Jeff.
and,
It's me! Jessica!
We will be right back.
I'm in here!
Are you sure you're in there? Can I please function like an adult today? Not even a grown one, just an adult. I'm just looking for something to put here. I think I might get rid of this light. We'll just do like lamps and stuff in here, depending on how it looks. I don't want it to be too bright. Like I said, though, my house is an anomaly. There's no overhead light in my house, in my bedroom, or in the living room. Just wall sconces. And I hate it. It's so dark in there all the time. But if I have to suffer, so does my son. Alright? That's just the rules. So, I was watching... Who was it? On TikTok. Hip Hip Renee. She's a simmer. But she was talking about Enzoy. I like how I come in with zero context. And I'm just like, this is what happens. I start thinking thoughts, you know? And then I'm like, I must share said thought. But she was saying, if you like the whimsy of The Sims, the silliness of The Sims, you won't like Enzoy. But if you like The Sims for realness, then you might like Enzoy. And now I'm like, I just want to build. As a builder, I need somebody as a builder to tell me. There's just certain things about the game that I am, you know, like, how was your AI trained? I know that you have what you call 3D printing in the game that allows us to make custom designs and stuff. How is that? How does that work? You know, those are my questions. I know I have a lot of thoughts. Most of them are intrusive. Sometimes I let them win. Ask anybody I play Fortnite with. Sometimes the intrusive thoughts, they're just there. We all have to deal with them at that point. I like the idea of a gallery wall here because I'm lazy. But like, again, I'm not that lazy. Like, this would be pretty, but I have this in the hallway. This? I haven't used this for a while. I just don't like the plant, the Strangerville plant right here. Go away so I can show them. Right here on it. If that wasn't on it, I would be more apt to use it, but it is. Gosh darn it. There's like nothing I want here. I like these. I like to size these down like this and put them in the rooms. But I feel like those are more teeny rooms. Nope, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I think there's like, but I mean, if you look at like some simmers, not all, a lot of them love alpha content. And I think that people who love that alpha style content are gonna like the style of Enzoy. Yeah, there's just a lot of like, I like to build in The Sims. We all know this. I'm a builder in The Sims. I'm not a huge game player. I like the idea of open world with Enzoy. I don't know how the AI works. That's the only thing where I'm like, maybe not, because I'm eligible for the demo. Like, if you watch people who are streaming Enzoy, you have a chance to become eligible for the beta stuff, and I was allowed to do that. I haven't downloaded it. I like Maxis Mix. I do like a lot of Maxis stuff, but I tend to lean more towards alpha hairs. Yeah, I use a lot of alpha eyes. But like a lot of my skin details are Maxis. Most of my clothes, I do have some alpha clothes, but most of my clothes are going to be Maxis match. Hello, Amanda. It's just funny to me because, like, as a simmer who didn't start simming until 2022, yes, I looked, I never understood the appeal of Alpha CC because it does clash so much with like the aesthetics of the game. But I started looking at The Sims 1 and 2 and 3, and like the hair in The Sims 3, even the hair was very much alpha textured. Like, I can see why people in The Sims 4 like Alpha CC, but as somebody who didn't play those games, I never understood until I really started looking at it. Yeah, and that's fair too. I'm still looking for something to put over the bed. Don't mind me. I think I'm going to pull this out of the hallway, and I think we're going to put this over the bed. I think that that's pretty... It gives that southern charm that I'm looking for, you know. Over here, we're going to use probably the dresser from Snowy Escape, so everything kind of matches wood tone-wise. Yes, how are you, Amanda? And don't ask me why you come in and I immediately want to talk to you like I'm Edna mode, but I do. I changed my mind about something? Oh, the colors of a lot of the things in here. The floor, the wallpaper, this floor, this wallpaper. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm all right minus these allergies. These allergies, because absolutely suck it. I know, it took me a second to think about it. I did change my mind, though, to be fair. To be fair, I did do the mind changing thing. Do we want a chair there, or do we want a mirror there? We could put a mirror over here. I don't know how I feel about this being here. I feel like it needs to be this way. But, like, that feels silly. I did make this harder on myself with where I put the bed, but that's not uncommon for me, you know? I want to be so inappropriate right now, it's not even funny. All right, I just need you all to know that. I am holding it in. Yeah, and I think because I didn't play that, I don't get the I don't want to say the anger, because I don't think that it's anger. The absolutely have a blast. I hate doing dishes. I'm sorry you have to do them. I was trying to be positive, but like, if you like them, I'm glad that you have to do them. If not, ew. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry you have to do the dishes. But yeah, I don't think it's outrage that they just like, I get it. I just, because I've never had the color wheel, and I can, right? CC, Better Build by Twisted Mexi, has a color wheel. I have a color wheel for my lights. But yeah, I wish we had more options for colors in this game, but I want to be able to like, and I don't know if you could do this in the other Sims games, but like for patterns, could you like draw your own pattern, or did you have to pick a pattern? You guys can't see me, so I'm putting on a plumping lip gloss just to see what it feels like. Because if I make a weird face right now, you're not gonna know. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, see, I can't remember which one I played. I would have played, it was my friends, like I said, and I only played it on their computer. I just remember in order to get the cheat for money, you had to use the @ sign and like this. This is how you cheated for money. I'll put it in chat. It was like this. Whatever, I know there's no, whatever that game correlates to was the game that I played. That's how long ago it was. It could have been 2. Okay, Sims 1. There you go. That's the one I played at my friend's house. Like 3 or 4 times. And I thought that that was the coolest cheat ever because it wasn't words. You just put that in. And she was like, yeah, you put that in as many times as you want and you can have all the money. And I was like, easy. You know? I was like, bet. Shit. And then we just stopped playing it. I never touched another Sims game until I started streaming. I don't even know what I did in that game. See, that sounds like what we need over here. Well, the tingliness of this lip plumper is interesting. It's like little needles. I don't think I like it. What is this? This is Soap and Glory's Sexy Mother Pucker. If you're looking for a lip plumper. I don't know if they do anything. Yes, this dresser. I do like said dresser. This is my The Sims game that I play. I'm closing in on 4,000 hours on this, and I've only been playing since 2022. See, I like that. I think that that would be a nice addition to this game. And it looked like before they scrapped Project Renee that that was something they were looking to implement in whatever they were making. No, you're good. Trust me, I too would be procrastinating. But like, maybe we use this mirror. But I wonder if they're gonna try and implement that into this game since they scrapped it for the other game. That would be nice if they would just implement it here. Because then I think more people would be satisfied with what's going on. I don't think they take the threat, okay, enjoy, as much as you can. I don't think they see enjoy as a threat, if we're being honest. Because like, as similar as the games are, they are very similar games. They are very different. But I heard somebody said that something was implemented in that, oh, it's the AI thing. It's the AI thing that Enzoy has. They're looking to bring that into The Sims. I did hear that from Jeremy Gone Wild. He was talking about it on his TikTok. I didn't watch the whole thing, and I'm not exactly sure how that is being incorporated. Let's not panic. We're not panicking. We are not panicking. I just know that they are looking to do something with AI into The Sims. It is what it is. I don't like it as much as you don't like it, but unfortunately, I think that's just the way it's going to be. But again, I do not know how they are implementing it. I just know that they have talked about it. And so I would have to look into it more. If you're on TikTok, you can look up Jeremy Gone Wild, and he talks about he's a simmer. He's big into The Sims. He also streams on Twitch, but I just follow him on TikTok, and that's where I get a lot of my stuff from sometimes. So, because that's the way of the future. AI is just going to be what it is, and I don't love it, right? I don't, but what do you know? It is what it is. Again, I don't love it. Please don't take me being complacent, because I'm not being complacent about it. I brought it up for a reason. But it's like something creative. Something creative. I'm actually looking at it right now. It's going to be called The Sims Hub. Here, I'm going to link. Somebody has an article on it on Reddit. Yeah, and that's it. That's the reason a lot of us are having issues with AI. Because ethically, it's not a good system. So, but yeah, that is the highlights for what they've mentioned. It's going to be called the Sims Hub. You're going to be able to use AI to get it's going to allow you, like, it refreshed me. It's going to allow you to like make your, like, if you insert a picture, it will turn you into a sim. Like Enjoy has with their camera thing, where you can like turn yourself into a Zoe. You're gonna be able to do that with the Sims. So that, like, the other one they pointed out is using reverse image searches, essentially. So if you're looking for a specific house that you like in your neighborhood or whatever, you can post that in the Sims hubs, and they will search the gallery for you and find houses like that. So you could download them from the gallery. Like, I don't think, from what I've read, I don't think the way that they are using AI, just from the information I've been given, brings an alarm bell to me, because again, I can reverse Google image search all day. They're just using it to search the gallery. I think being able to make a more accurate sim self, because you could upload a picture, could be interesting. If y'all are watching this video with no sound, y'all are missing all of the conversation, and you're probably wondering why I've been staring at this corner for 10 minutes. I don't think that bothers me, but like, it depends on how far they're going with it. That's all. I think I'm gonna use this one. All of that for that. Um, yeah, I totally understand where you're coming from, but that's why I just wanted to bring it up. Sims Hub is going to be AI. It's going to be AI generated. I'm just not sure the extent of what it's going to be. I just want a little chair in the corner, but I want like a little chair in the corner, you know? Not like that. Maybe we go with this little poof in the corner, because sometimes you just need somewhere to sit, to put on your shoes and your socks. Although theoretically, you could just sit in your bed. Yeah, and that's just it. That's just it. I'm not going to shit on it before I see what it is. I just hope they do it correctly. Oh, no, it's 100% going to open the door for other stuff. It is. Like, that's the right color. But then I don't have the bed in that colorway. This game, man. I don't like this. I think I'm gonna move this over here. And we're gonna move this over here. You have a dressing zone and a sleeping zone. That's what you have here. I think that's good. I don't, you know. Yeah. It the way they trade it, and they're putting it on everything now. Like my phone, I you got to go in and disable AI stuff. Pinterest, if you have a Pinterest account, go into your settings and tell them that you don't want them to use your searches to train their AI algorithm, because that is something that they've newly introduced. If you're using Pinterest, I use it for like sim stuff. I use Pinterest for that, so I had to go in there and change settings for that. I'm looking for stuff to put on the bedside tables. I think a book would be good. I think I am going to just grab the book from the Cozy Gamer kit, because that's the book that I want. Comfy Gamer, not Cozy Gamer. I apologize. This book can go here. I'm going to have to raise that up a little bit. That's okay. We'll do like a 0.01 a few times. Yes. That's what we're talking about. We'll do it again. 0.01. My mic is in the way. Maybe one more time. Normally I would just use 0.05 right off rip, but like I don't think that was going to work for this book. Maybe it would have. Let me do 0.02, and if it sits where I want it, we'll know. Yeah, that's too high. Minus 0.01. I don't think that's floating. I know the bed disappeared. We're fine. That's not what I wanted. Is it floating? It is. The only thing I can ever assure you is if you download one of my houses, I try real hard to make sure nothing is floating. Yeah, we are. We are all saying the exact same thing. There we go. Okay, so we'll do that. Maybe we'll put a little candle over here. Maybe they like lighting. Miscellaneous. Maybe they have a little candle in their room. This is their little zen space. After a long day working on cases, they need somewhere to chill, and they do that in here. Yeah, because if you can increase profit margins, then you will make your investors happy. Fuck the little people. And then over here, that's why I try to buy local or from mom and pop shops if I can, if I have the availability to. But like, unfortunately, price is price, and sometimes you need the item, and you can't afford it from one of those places. Yeah, I like, as somebody who, I don't like, again, I don't know how true that is, sorry. Like, it could very well be very true, right? But I haven't looked, guys, if I haven't looked into Inzoi. If it was a game I was super interested in, we would have done the demo here on stream. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, it doesn't appeal to me. The graphics of it, the realism of it, that stuff doesn't appeal to me, which is why I haven't been like, ooh, Inzoi, yeah. I think we played with the character creator when it first came out, and that kind of set my, I don't think this game is going to be for me mindset. It had nothing to do with anything else about the game. It's 100% for me about the graphics. But as things come out more and more, right, like, it's going to shape your opinion more and more. I don't have any desire to play the game. The appeal for me personally is not there. But that doesn't mean it won't appeal to me if I keep looking into it or as I watch other people play it. Just as of right now, I'm not like, yeah, that's the next game for me. The next game for me, we're going to switch from being a simmer to just being a straight Fortniter. We're going to be the worst Fortnite streamer that ever existed, all right? I'm going to find the current worst Fortnite streamer and aim to be worse. I just want you all to know that. That's our goal. Yeah, and that's just it. I don't mind watching people play it, but I'm not, like, compelled to get it. And I fell into that trap with Disney Dreamlight Valley. I knew that wasn't a game that, like, super appealed to me. I'm not big into Disney in that way. I didn't really like Animal Crossing. I'm sorry. I know Animal Crossing has such a cultural hold on everybody. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it wasn't the game for me. But I do like Stardew Valley. So I don't know what the difference is between those two. Because I 100% will play Stardew Valley over Animal Crossing or Disney Dreamlight Valley. But I spent the money on Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I regret it because, like, I don't play the game. The Switch that I bought specifically to play Animal Crossing has been sitting for a year plus. I'm seeing if my brother wants it for his kids, and I won't even delete it. They can have the damn game too. You know, like, I just don't play the game. So I'm at a point where I'm like, if I really don't think I'm gonna play it, I'm just not gonna buy it. And I haven't played it. I did get the Rift in Time DLC, but I refused to play it on stream. Once they walked that back, I was like, yep, that's no, because I did play it on stream a few times. Yeah, I love Stardew. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the difference is with Stardew and the other two games, but I do love Stardew Valley. Maybe it's the graphics. I'm looking for that thing that has, like, the glasses and the watch on it. I think this person is more organized in their life than I am. Oh, there were so many people. When I first started watching Twitch, it was specifically for Animal Crossing. I really wanted to know what the hype was about. I felt like I was missing out. I wanted to know what everybody was doing. So I started watching some of my favorite streamers. Diana Games, and I love her, our Animal Crossing streamers. And I got the game, and I was doing the Treasure Islands, and I was, like, talking to people on Twitch and their communities and blah, 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 blah. And then, like, one day, it just, the desire to ever pick that game up again just vanished. Just gone. And I never went back into those streams. The thing has been sitting there for who even knows how long at this point. I tore the island apart and was giving stuff away, and that's the last thing I did. There's still people who, like, have stuff if they want. I just gotta turn the damn game on. I just haven't. Can I do this? I was gonna do it in white, but I don't think I love it in the white. Does this need to move up a little bit? Oh, I did. Well, Mr. Quid was big into Twitch. He is a viewer. He likes certain streamers. He watches some of the bigger streamers. I don't watch them, not because I don't like them, but because their chat is so overwhelming to me. I get lost trying to keep up with chat. I don't know why I try to keep up with chat. The streamer doesn't even try to keep up with chat. It's that busy. So, and he and I have very different tastes in what we want to watch. He likes watching, and again, they're not, you know, he likes World of Warcraft streamers. I don't play WoW. I was watching Twitch for Animal Crossing, and then I mentioned to him, hey, this looks like fun. I think I could, you know, maybe I should start streaming. I was going through the beginning of my health journey with the doctor saying, hey, you're immunocompromised. You probably shouldn't be doing a lot of interacting with people face to face, because at that point, you know, COVID is still a thing, but COVID was like, that's when we were at the height. And I was like, you know, I'll give it a try. I will always encourage people to stream. What's the worst that's going to happen if you stream? If you don't like it, then you stop. I will always tell people who are like, "Ooh, I think I want to stream." Do it. Do it. If you don't like it, stop. But you don't know if you like it if you don't do it. Let's give it a try. What's the best that could happen? You blow up, and then I can say, remember that time you said you wanted to stream and you were like, I don't know. And I was like, do it. Look at you now. And not in a I told you so way, right? Because I don't know if you're going to blow up or not. But like, you never would have gotten there had you not just done it. Just do it. I was terrified. He had me set up to stream in 3 days. I have my first stream saved. Audio, non-existent. All right? My mic would turn itself off mid-sentence, and I wouldn't know. And nobody was there to tell me that my mic was off. And here we are now. 3 years later. And that's it, right? Like, look, we've been building this house for 2.5 hours. What have we done? This is it. This is what we've done. I'm just here to hang out. I say that every time. I like to talk, okay? And you get tired of talking to yourself after a while. People think you're a little crazy. But when you have people there talking back, it's a lot more fun. And that's it. That's it. I may not do it. We may stare just like this at this screen the rest of the time we're streaming together. But the conversation is good. That's all I'm here for. I'm just here for the conversation. We use this in the bathroom. Ooh, I might be able to pop this. Oh, that's a little big. It's a little bigger than I thought. I'll place you son of a bitch. We did stare at a dresser for like 10 minutes. Listen. People who come in here, I'm telling you, I upload all of my VODs to YouTube just so I can have them, because I'm not storing them on my computer. And like, sometimes I go back and I watch those VODs and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Especially if I have the sound turned down. I'm like, what is happening right now? Same. There's so many times where I'm like, I just don't, unless like we're playing something active like Fortnite or Mass Effect, this is what you're gonna get most of the time. And then I feel bad because this is what you get most of the time. And then when we play like Fortnite, I feel like I'm ignoring y'all because I'm trying not to die. I die anyway, though. I do indeed be dying. And then I'm like, man, I could have just been having a conversation instead of getting my ass whooped. You know? But here we go. Tomorrow, we'll be getting our ass whooped. That's just what it is. I want a flower for on top of my dresser. I want it to be a fake flower, though. I appreciate that. The conversation is because of y'all, though. I can sit here and talk to myself all day. Trust me, that conversation get a little boring. It gets a little weird sometimes. Okay, well, we're gonna get rid of these. Did I get rid of the one I wanted? No. I think it's just floating. Butterfly in the sky. Are you floating real bad? I think you are. Please hold. Is this that new Selena Gomez album? I need to listen to that. It is. I need to listen to that. I'm not like a huge Selena Gomez fan, but I hear like there's some, regardless of the rumors around it, I hear there's some fantastic songs on this album. So I have no idea how many times we did that. All right, that needs to go back up. We'll just do a half of a notch. There we go. The new Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco album. The song playing right now is from that album. The album's called Scared of... No. Is it called Scared of Loving You? I don't know. But it's supposedly a really good album. People are saying, like... They're comparing... This is the whole Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, Selena, Benny Blanco. Wow, 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 wow. That one. But regardless of all of that, I hear that just the songs in general are beautifully written. So... need something here. What if we do Love Struck, size down, here. It doesn't have to be this particular picture. I don't think it's gonna be that picture, but maybe like one of these. I love this one. This is my favorite. Go with this one. All right, that is the inside of one of these houses. Air quotes done because you can't see my actual air quotes. It's not. We still have cluttering to do, so I suppose we should get on that. Also, maybe we figure out what wallpaper I want on this wall. Something nice, something simple. I feel like it needs to be light because we have so many darker accents in here. But I also want it to be like, you know? Just like that. It has to make that noise when I put it on. Or it's not going to work for me. Should look up wallpaper. We could maybe do like that. We had this on there and I do like it. I do think it's really pretty. But I want to use this. This in the dark. I'm keeping it. That's the answer. That's what we're doing. I like it. All right, let's get some stuff in here. So we got to look at clutter. What's in miscellaneous? See if there's anything in here. Yeah, it's busy. I like that it's busy, but it's only on one wall, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all Dream Home Decorator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. It's just Dream Home Decorator. Slot it together. If you like to build and you like that like piece together kind of thing, Dream Home Decorator I think is worth. I will say The Sims is having a that's fair. Sims is having their spring sale right now. So if you are purchasing anything, not only are you getting a discount on it, but use a creator code. Any creator code you like. Pacific has one. Pacific Creative. The Awful Gamer has one. Bezo Plays is another one. Dizzy Miss Lizzie is another one. It does end soon, but remember, use a creator code because that creator gets 5% of the price that you paid, which means EA doesn't. So not only are you getting it on sale, you're helping, and you should be supporting a creator anyway. You're supporting a creator, and you're taking more money out of EA's pocket. And we can all agree that that's a good thing. I feel that when I first started playing, I did the same thing. And now I'm like, I would just go in and adjust all their stuff. And I was like, I could just make it myself. And here we are, making it ourselves. But I also understand not everybody likes that, right? Like, I like to build the houses. I like to build the Sims. I do not like to play, though. Please don't ask. This little dude's going on the porch. Please don't ask me to build, or please don't ask me to build gameplay. That's not happening. I'll build the Sim. I'll build the house. And you guys can tell whatever stories you would like in them. Do we need a basket of cozies? We are in the South, supposedly. We are in Louisiana. Maybe we use the one from Eco Lifestyle. It's a little less. Also, where is the one from Eco Lifestyle? You know? Boop. I'm just looking here. Like, we have these. I don't like it. Never mind. I was like, maybe I could use these. Yeah, I started, it was downloaded from the gallery, adjusting their builds to what I wanted, using floor plans, which I do still use to this day. I will still use a floor plan. And I'm at the point now where I'm pretty comfortable just building it. Build mode can be rough. The only thing in build mode that I hate is trying to make platform stairs. There's plenty of times where I'm fighting platform stairs and I could spend the whole stream fighting platform stairs and then I just give up. The thing is, right, like, you're always going to second guess your decisions. I mean, we started this today. This build looked completely different than it does right now. This was a darker floor. This was a darker wall. All of these floors were darker. This had a completely different wallpaper. You're always going to second guess it. So that's normal. And you not thinking your build looks good, also completely normal. There are many times where if you guys weren't here to be like, no, it's fine, I'd bulldoze it every time. I hate it. It's got to go. I despise it. And you guys are like, why? It looks good. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's trash. Like me. But yeah. It happens. I want the little game console, but I don't know where it is. I think it's in TVs. You're your own worst critic. I don't think it does look good half the time. There's some stuff that I've built where I'm like, I am indeed the shit. You cannot tell me anything. This is the best build ever. And then the next build, I'm like, I am indeed shit. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Like, it just goes back and forth. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Yeah, like, it is what it is. It's not audio. Is it under television? It is. We could use this one from, what is the name of that? It was a thing that we did that I hated, the Battle Pass shit. Cozy Celebrations. Or They don't have a base game one, I don't think. This is like the closest to base game you're gonna get. Also, please note, if you are getting a new computer, make sure you save all your Sims folders, all of them, not just your tray files, not just back up the whole Sims folder, because these things are linked to your computer. They're saved locally to your computer. They're not saved to your EA account. I found that out the hard way. Fortunately, I never have. Yeah, I don't do shell challenges. Not because I don't love them. I have a very hard time touring shell challenges. I don't know what it is. I can build the house. I can move through the house. But the second it's somebody else's. No, because when I did it, this was gone. When I uploaded, when I swapped my computers over. Maybe it was just Reaper's Rewards. I think you're right. No, the home one too. Was that the one that Cozy at Home or whatever it was? That was the other one. The pillows. No, you don't have to do one. If I ever do a shell challenge, it's gonna be because of like a big old milestone that you all helped me reach. And again, it's not that I don't like. I have had one shell challenge. I have done one shell challenge. I have put one out. I think and it was early, right? I think 2 or 3 people did it. They all looked fantastic. But like, I just feel so sick after I'm touring. Okay, Nicole. Again, distracted by an offline conversation. I apologize. I'm at the point now where everybody we know keeps sending me TikToks about Fortnite because I'm a little bit of an asshole when I play that game. Okay, you guys have seen it. I can't hide it. I get a little aggressive, and I have to remind myself that these are other real people just trying to have fun too. I can't be mad. They can't be mad. Yeah, and then there's Sar who sends noodling videos. Listen, you can talk all you want here, Amanda. To be fair, we only have like 10 minutes. Sar's phone heard us talking about noodling, and it was like, you want to see what that is? Let me show you a good old noodling video. Them motherfuckers crazy. And they are. Oh, I want the sculpture from that one, you guys have probably seen it, of that mermaid though, where it bit her in the head. That was a sturgeon. And people are always like everybody was like, it's a shark. No, that's a sturgeon. Sturgeon, if you've never seen a sturgeon, they're so big. Look up a fucking sturgeon. Things are massive. They're like, up here, that's the thing people fish for when they're ice fishing, is sturgeon. Because they're like, they'll go up north just to get them. And I'm like, that's nuts. They're huge. They can be like 8 feet long. I'm like, that's crazy. She wouldn't have anything country kitschy in here. She's very, I have decided that it's a huge fucking fish, dude. Fighting for your life through a fishing hole. Get out of here. Not for me. First of all, you were never going to catch me walking on frozen water. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if Jesus is in the middle of that lake saying it's fine. It is not happening. All right? Not happening. I think people who go ice fishing are interesting individuals. It's not for me. And then those motherfuckers who drive their vehicles out on it, are you trying to get an insurance payout? Because again, I think the fuck not. They have their little fishing houses out there. Not for me. I can swim, but you get pulled under that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Mr. Cliff's parents came up and they walked on the Mississippi River because they said they just wanted to be able to say they walked on the Mississippi River, right? And they're like, you should come do that. Absolutely the fuck not. You know that whole I don't get into water I can't see the bottom of? I'm also not getting on water I can't see the bottom of. I'm good. Thank you. I don't know what's down there. go off on a whole tangent. It's never happening. It's not gonna happen. The only way that is gonna happen is if like my kid is out there and desperately needs me to get there. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Emergency life or death situation involving somebody I actually genuinely and truly care about. And even then that's a little dicey. I better be your last resort. You better find somebody else first. If there's nobody else to help you, I'll try real hard. But that's it. No, you could not. Absolutely not. People go down there and I'm like, y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. Woo, that's exciting. I think you should send the pic. I think I know which mug it is. I was chilling in her stream yesterday. Again, not saying anything. just chilling. It's a cute mug. I like this little guy, but I feel like he can go there. It's fine. I want the googly eye, this one with the googly eyes in it. That's what I want. Am I snacking? No, my nose and my eyes are watering really bad today. And so I kept turning my camera off so I could wipe my nose and my eyes. And then I decided I was just going to leave it off. Yeah, my allergies are whooping my ass today. They have decided that it is time for me to suffer, and there's nothing I can do about it but suffer. I'm sure half my makeup is gone from just wiping it off. Yeah, the allergies they're something today. I know that googly-eyed one is in debug, but all right, let's look at some clutter items. I don't know what else I need in here. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom because I always say at the hello, please stop, thank you. I was scrolling. Let's see what we have. I love this little robot head. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's so funny. If there were kids in this house, I would put that robot head on there. See, we've had dirt rain. It's probably not even allergies from me. It's probably allergies from Oklahoma. Where they had that dust storm? It's all their shit over here fucking me up. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I'm going with. It's not my fault. Absolutely. You have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope your headache goes away soon. Headaches are the worst. Maybe we use this. Yeah, we use that. I'm gonna use that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I love a little heart attack at the end of my stream. It brings me joy, you know? Sometimes it makes me feel alive. Other times, it makes me wish I wasn't, you know? I wish it was that easy. Like scaring out the hiccups, just scare off the allergies. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Amanda. That is unnecessary, but I appreciate it. Thank you. That's my tissue fund. Actually, that's still going to see my kid fund. I just need other things to put in these shelves. This is why I don't use them very often. I end up having to search through debug. Do you fit up here? Because these are cute. Oh, they do. You flip? You don't. Beautiful, wonderful, fantastic. Oh, those are fun. These with the colors? Oh, we'll do this. We'll pull some red in here. That's fair. I am also writing against allergies and things of that nature. I'm gonna put this here because I don't know if you've ever played an online game on console and you need to have Discord available, but you need those for that. And she likes everyone. Hello, Ian. How are you? Do you stack? Can I stack? Can I please? That's fine. What about you? I don't want that there. I don't know what else to put up here. I'm probably gonna have to dig into the debug of it all. Maybe a plant. I will look at it in a little bit. Did I get you? No. Why'd you scare me like that? I moved my chair. And Isla, who is nowhere near me, by the way, meows. And I thought I got her. No, she's still laying on top of the table. Like, she's fine. She's just a little brat. Yeah, you gotta, if it ain't noodling, we ain't doing it. Noodling videos only. And if you don't know what a noodling video is and you send me the wrong noodling video, I'm blocking you and banning you and telling your mama that you was sending people noodling videos unwarranted. All right? All right. Some videos on TikTok are hilarious. They're talking about banning the app again in 10 days. I'm just gonna get my life together first of all. That's the first thing I have to do. And then we're gonna start messing around with Blue Sky because that's where it seems to be relatively okay over there. Seems to be okay. Can I put you here? Okay. Well, we're gonna find somewhere to hang out. I'll go fuck. Send it to China. You think that all of these American companies aren't also harvesting and selling your data to the highest bidder? I downloaded Red Note out of spite. Don't play with me. I'm a millennial that is fueled by rage and distrust. And no, it's not though. That's the thing. It's not. But the person that they're looking at selling it to is one of the biggest data harvesters and sellers, period. So this is gonna end up over there anyway. Fuck it. I'll give it to you willingly. It's fine. What you gonna do? Nothing. I have no credit. I have nothing in my name. You can't take anything from me. The only thing you can take from me is my Twitch account. That's the only thing you can take from me. And I'll just make a new one. It's fine. It's whatever. I'll just post it in somebody's Discord that my shit got stolen and we're starting over. It's fine. Let's go find somewhere to go though. Because it is that time. I won't close the game down because, you know. GG, what are you playing? Fuck it. We out. I'm looking to see who's on. Gigi is playing something called Schedule 1. I'm not sure what that is. Grow, Sell, Run from the Popo is the name of her title. It looks like it's first person. So I could take us there, but I won't be able to stay. It looks like, from what I just read, it looks like almost a simified version of GTA. I think that's where we're gonna go. Like I said, please bear in mind that this is a first person. This looks ridiculous. This is a first person game. So if you have problems like myself with first person, please come along and at least say hi. I'll be going over. I'll be lurkety dirkling. That's what I'll be doing. I'm gonna snooze ads because we're leaving. Sorry for ya. Me raid. I'm gonna start the raid right now because my camera's off and it's not coming back on. I mean, I could go to just chatting, but when I tell you my camera is off, my camera is off. I look ridiculous. But guys, remember to grab your raid message, that first raid message with the dancing dinosaurs. Anybody can use the second and third raid messages, however, are specifically for subs because Twitch won't even let you use follower emotes in somebody else's chat if you're not subbed because they are silly. I'll grab the frog butt raid this time. Why not? But remember to take care of yourself. My nose doesn't need water. I need to turn the faucet off, all right? That's what I need to do. Guys, remember to take care of yourself and then take care of everybody else. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow, the plan is Rank duos with Tommy Rachel, maybe some OG season 3. We'll see which one. If Tommy Rachel isn't feeling up to it, we can do community games. We can play some more Fortnite community games. And then Friday, we'll be doing Mass Effect. So that's the plan for tomorrow. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you around the Twitch universe. Goodbye.